Title: 300 Bravehearts, the Unyielding Spirit of Thermopylae. 1. A Land Divided. The land of ancient Greece was a kaleidoscope of city-states, each boasting its unique flair. Athens celebrated democracy and philosophy. Corinth was known for its wealth, while Sparta prided itself on its martial prowess. Despite their individualities, they shared common Greek traditions, religious beliefs, and a love for competitions, evident in the Olympic Games. However, unity was often elusive. Power struggles, territorial disputes, and egos meant the city-states spent as much time fighting each other as they did external threats. But as the old saying goes, when the enemy is at the gates, internal quarrels are put to rest, and beyond Greece's horizon, such an enemy was rising. Persian Empire, vast and powerful, was spreading its influence, swallowing lands and cultures. Their thirst for conquest was unquenchable, and Greece's disjointed states were an attractive target. The impending storm of war was palpable, and the Greeks knew they needed to stand together or face subjugation. 2. The might of Persia approaches. Persia's King Xerxes was not just a monarch. He was an embodiment of divine power. Under his command was an army, so vast that it drank rivers dry and stretched beyond sight. Their shields gleamed under the sun, and their battle cries echoed like thunder. Persian military machine was not just about numbers. Their immortals, an elite unit of 10,000 soldiers, were fearsome and ruthlessly efficient. Persians had a blend of cavalry, infantry, archers, and war elephants, making them versatile in combat. But it wasn't just the military might that made Persia formidable. Their spies and network of informants kept them updated on enemy movements and weaknesses. They could turn allies against each other, using gold or threats, ensuring that the battlefield was often won even before the fighting began. 3. King Leonidas and his band of Spartans. In the heart of the Peloponnesian Peninsula lay Sparta, a city-state unlike any other. Their entire way of life was built around warfare. Babies were inspected at birth. Those deemed weak were left on Mount Taygetos, while the rest were molded into warriors. They started military training at a tender age, learning to endure pain, hunger, and fear. King Leonidas was a product of this system. Warrior king, he was as shrewd as he was brave. When messengers from Persia arrived with a demand for earth and water, symbolic of submission, Leonidas' reply was simple yet defiant. Come and take them. Selecting 300 warriors for the upcoming conflict wasn't just about picking the fiercest fighters. Leonidas chose men with living sons, ensuring the Spartan lineage would continue even if they perished. 4. The narrow pass. Thermopylae's strategic advantage. Thermopylae, translating to hot gates because of the nearby sulfur springs, was a geographical marvel, flanked by mountains on one side and the sea on the other. It was a narrow pass that could be held by a small force against a much larger one. Leonidas, with his knowledge of the terrain, recognized this. He knew that in the open, the vast numbers of the Persians would overrun the Greeks, but at Thermopylae, their numbers would count for little. The narrowness of the pass meant the Persians could only send in a limited number of troops at a time, neutralizing their numerical advantage. 5. First wood clashes and tactics. The first encounters were tentative. Persian archers sent volleys of arrows, attempting to weaken the Spartan lines. The Spartans, using their large shields, the aspis, formed a wall, deflecting the arrows with ease. The term, "come back with your shield or on," it was not just a saying, it was a way of life. When the Persian infantry charged, they were met with the Spartan phalanx, a formation where shields interlocked and spears protruded out, forming an impenetrable wall of men and metal. Wave after wave crashed against the Spartans. They stood firm, their discipline and training evident. 6. The Immortals' defeat. Persians' elite, the Immortals, were the answer to the Spartans' resilience. Their reputation preceded them. Every man who fell in battle was quickly replaced, giving the impression that they were indeed immortal. Their precision, agility, and discipline were unmatched. Xerxes, frustrated by the resistance of the 300, dispatched this elite force to crush the Spartans. However, the narrow terrain of Thermopylae was the great equalizer. The Spartans, using their superior tactics and knowledge of the terrain, isolated pockets of Immortals, using the phalanx formation to break them down. The day ended with heavy Persian casualties. The invincible Immortals met their match, and the Spartans remained defiant. 7. Aficionados and the betrayal. However, nature and bravery have one common enemy: treachery. Aficionados, a local Greek, bitter and seeking favor with the Persians. revealed a mountain path that would lead behind the Spartan lines. For Xerxes, this was the breakthrough he needed. As dawn broke, Leonidas was informed that the Persians were flanking them. Faced with a tactical nightmare, he huddled with the leaders of the other Greek city-states fighting alongside him. The decision was clear. They would retreat, regroup, and face the Persians another day. But Leonidas and his 300 Spartans would stay back. They would be the rear guard, ensuring the safe retreat of the others. It was a suicide mission, but the Spartans didn't waver. Their ethos was clear: fight to the end, never retreat. 8. Last stand. The final dawn at Thermopylae. The final day of the Battle of Thermopylae was both tragic and epic. As the sun rose, the Spartans prepared themselves for what they knew was their final battle. They fought with unparalleled bravery, their every move, singing an ode to their training, discipline, and love for Sparta. Persian forces swarmed from all sides. Arrows darkened the skies. The Spartans, despite their bravery, were slowly pushed back, their numbers dwindling. King Leonidas, leading from the front, fell. In their grief and rage, the Spartans fought even more fiercely, protecting their fallen king's body. As the day wore on, the inevitable happened. The last of the Spartans were surrounded and overwhelmed. They didn't make it easy for the Persians. Every Spartan took down multiple Persians before they were defeated. Battleground was a testament to their bravery, littered with bodies from both sides. 9. Legacy. More than just a battle. Battle of Thermopylae, at first glance, was a defeat for the Greeks. But in the grand tapestry of the Greco-Persian Wars, it was a strategic success. Delay caused by the Spartans gave the other Greek city-states the time they needed to prepare. Combined Greek forces eventually repelled the Persians at the Battle of Plataea, ensuring Greece's freedom. Beyond the tactical aspects, Thermopylae stood as a beacon of courage, sacrifice, and the indomitable human spirit. 300 Spartans knew they were marching to their deaths, yet they did so willingly for the love of their homeland. Their story, passed down through generations, serves as a testament to the lengths humans can go to when they're driven by duty and honor. 10. Echoes through time. The story of Thermopylae, of King Leonidas, and his 300 brave warriors, has resonated through the corridors of time. It has inspired countless tales of bravery, movies, books, and art. It's a reminder that sometimes victory doesn't mean surviving, it means standing up for what you believe in, even in the face of insurmountable odds. In our modern world, where conflicts are more ideological than physical, Thermopylae serves as a reminder that sometimes taking a stand, even when it's uncomfortable or dangerous, is the only way forward. Whether it's standing up to bullies, fighting against injustice, or challenging oppressive regimes, the Spartan spirit is something we can all learn from. In the end, Thermopylae isn't just a battle, it's an ethos, a way of life, a call to never give in, no matter the odds. Closing remarks. The timelessness of Thermopylae. It's often said that history is the greatest teacher, presenting to us tales of triumphs, tragedies, courage, and betrayals. It lays before us a tableau of human spirit and endeavor. Among the myriad tales that dot the landscape of human civilization, Battle of Thermopylae stands out, not for its military strategy or grandeur, but for the sheer indomitable spirit it represents. In a world filled with advanced weaponry and technology, one might wonder what relevance a battle fought thousands of years ago holds today. The weapons of that age are obsolete. The strategies may be outdated, and the terrain itself has changed over time. Yet, the story of 300 Spartans standing firm against a vastly superior force is retold generation after generation. Why? In conclusion, while the weapons, tactics, and faces of war may change, the essence of the human spirit remains the same. Battle of Thermopylae, with its unmatched valor and sacrifice, stands as a testament to what we, as humans, are capable of when pushed against a wall. It reminds us that sometimes the most significant victories aren't about survival, but about making a point, about leaving behind a legacy that will inspire generations to come. As we move forward, crafting our tales and legends, let's remember the Spartans and ensure that their sacrifice, spirit, and message never fade into oblivion. I hope this rendition of the Battle of Thermopylae provides inspiration and learning for all readers. The end. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the next piece. Please give a like and subscribe. Thank you.